Hey, Gemini, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your July 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Gemini, I am getting some of you are lifting anchor. So what that means is if you felt stuck, if you felt uncertain, or if you've gone through a major tower moment, this is a big month where change is upon you. You have the butterfly. This is change, transformation. Some of you could be looking for a new job, or you could even be gaining some sort of certification or getting recognized for your hard work. You have the award card showing up here. And as I said, award, payday came out. So some of you could get monetized. There could be a big bonus coming in. You could get a new opportunity that does bring in more pay as well. And look at that. We have negotiation. Bottom of the deck, we also have cryptocurrency. So some of you could be looking into crypto. There could be some changes. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Please seek a professional if need be. But I am getting you are overcoming some blocks that you've had financially or when it comes to abundance. So we'll take a deeper look into that here. We're just going to get all the cards out. You have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. So there is, again, an end to maybe a creative block. Some of you felt low on energy or vitality. You may have even felt a bit burnt out is what I'm getting, because we also have responsibility showing up here. This would be a wonderful month to take a bit of a vacation, take some time off. This does talk about travel with the anchor. Some of you could be spending more time in or near the water is what I'm picking up on. Knight of Cups. And if you're able to take some downtime or focusing on your passion projects, your creative endeavors, your ideas, I sense that you're channeling a lot this month. And you're also going to make a decision, I see. Knight of Cups, you're following something that brings a lot of excitement, a lot of passion, a lot of creativity and intuition. The Strength card showing up, Leo season, which Leo goes into full effect around July 23rd. So you could see some of your hard work really paying off in Leo season. And then we have the King of Wands. King of Wands, more Leo energy here. Fire, entrepreneurship for some of you. You could also be thinking about taking your business to the next level, or maybe even leaving the corporate world. Yeah, as I say, leaving the corporate world, we have Hierophant in reverse. We also have the Queen of Wands. This could be a major partnership coming in for you. So starting off, Gemini, we have the award, winning money. There could be a payout or a payoff. This is recognition. Some of you, you've worked really, really hard to get to where you are at. And there is an opportunity here for advancement. Now, this can be professional work. For some of you, this is fame, or this is possibly being in the public eye. You could be getting a reward or an award through a ceremonial event. You could be getting a plaque. I also feel like you are, now I say this not in a vain way, but you are the best of the best. Okay, it almost feels like you are really good at what you do and you're being compensated. You're being rewarded for it here. So whatever it is that you do, you're definitely getting recognized. And it's going to help you live the life that you want. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is about creating a life that you're proud of, that you're able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Nine of Pentacles is stability, financial, security as well, but individual achievement. So you've achieved something because you've put in the blood, sweat, and tears, but you also have other people that you inspire is what I see here. You inspire other people. This could be your family. This could be the people that see your work. You could be an inspirational leader of some sort. I'm getting thought leader, spiritual leader even. Gemini, if you've had money blocks, this could be what you are working on, and then you're able to teach others how to overcome their money blocks. If you felt like you were stuck, this is lifting up that anchor in the month of July and really moving forward towards more stability, because underlying energy is the Tower and it says unstable. So here we are, stable, showing up in July after a period of feeling unstable, maybe even in the corporate world or building a business. You weren't quite sure, is my business going to take off, or is the company that I'm working for, are they going to, lay off, or are they going to be able to promote me? Are they going to extend my contract? So I feel like there's more power here, or the power is in your hands, or you have options or choices or decisions that are made that actually put you in more of a strong standing position. Okay. But there is some change here. And I feel like the change has to do with maybe anxiety or worry, or the weight of the world is being released from your shoulders here. This can be frivolous spending. Do be mindful of the amount of money that either you are bringing in, because there could be a large increase. And if you're not mindful, that money could, it could be blown, or if you're not able to effectively manage, which I feel like you are, Gemini, but I'm just seeing that there could be something really beautiful. Some of you, it's even a grant or some sort of a scholarship, a program where you could have money coming your way. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. You could get monetized, maybe go viral. You could really blow up in some big way here. This is an artsy energy. It can be temporary as well. It can be creative work, fun work, movement. There could be a lot of action, but I also see that there's going to be changes here that you will adapt to, but it's going to take a lot of strength. This is self-discipline. So for example, if you want to be a millionaire, you got to know how to manage money, right? Or if you want to be a famous singer, you got to practice singing every day. If you want to be a superstar, you got to practice your lines. So there is something here about accountability and showing up every single day for what it is that you truly want and that you're willing to work for. And I feel like you have been, or you're making that shift to do so, because it really means a lot to you. And there's a new opportunity coming in here that says, now's the time. Dedicate yourself, self-discipline. You're climbing all the way to the top. You start with the Ace of Wands. You end with the King and Queen of Wands. That is some sort of partnership here. Now we also have the Cup, and we have the Buddha right behind this Tower. And the Cup is about overflowing prosperity versus full or empty account, right? Perhaps some of you felt like you've drained your bank account, or you were trying to refill. Now, this is more than just finances. This is more than just a bank account. This is your emotional account. Where's your energy lying? What are you putting your energy into? Some of you are taking care of business, right? You're feeling more fulfilled. You could be a nurturer. Some of you may have had to focus on family engagements, or, you had to put your time and energy over here and you weren't able to put 100% into something. I feel like you are shifting priorities in the month of July. This is life purpose. It's more than money, which is what we just said. This is spiritual wealth. You could be a counselor. You could be a guide, a coach, a mentor, or you are being divinely guided here. You're on the right path. And I also see something with education, with the book. Maybe you're writing a book. There could be schooling here, teaching. Maybe you're learning a new class or learning something new about your career or your path. But you are going to make some sort of decision regarding a business or regarding, the corporate world, and it will bring in more stability here for you. And so you're lifting up anchor in a way, but I feel like you're setting it down in a new position. You're manifesting from a new frequency is what I get here. And that is what is going to bring in some sudden changes. But I feel good about these sudden changes with your award card, because this is manifesting and winning money, or again, a payoff for your effort, advancement. Now, we did have crypto showing up at the bottom of the deck. So some of you may be dabbling into crypto, or I feel like you may have gone into crypto at the very beginning. For some of you, you may be wondering, where's that going to go? So you may be looking into that, studying more about it, trusting your intuition. Now, I do see here that you are on the hunt. Now, you're either on the hunt for prospects. You could be marketing here, advertising. I get marketing and advertising. Some of you may just be looking for a new job. You may be on the job search. If that is the case, there is a contract being negotiated here. Okay. Some of you could work with finances, with technology, with AI. I'm just getting that from the crypto here as well. But I also see that you are paying attention to your spending. Some of you could be taking a look at receipts, taking a look at, taxes, where you're budgeting, where you're spending, what money is going into what account. You could also be cutting out subscriptions or things that you don't use. I feel like you also are growing your assets in some way, shape, or form. That could be something you're sitting on, so maybe land or a property. Or it could be, it could be this here. It could be crypto. It could be money, growing interest in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like you are looking at it here in the month of July. You're looking at how much you can make or how much is accrued or accumulated. Yeah, because we have payday showing up here. So there is a payday coming in, and we actually have payoff here. Some of you could even be paying off a loan or paying off. And as I say that, look at, we have new assets. So there could be something that you purchased and you're able to pay it off here by selling or negotiating a better deal, something of that nature. And then we have responsibilities. So we all have these little things called responsibilities, some little, some not so little. But I feel like you are releasing some of those bricks. Some of you may work in masonry or carpentry. I'm also getting you may be building a new business from the ground up, so to speak. That could even be symbolically. I also get technology coming in once again for you. Or some of you developing an app, okay, or developing some sort of online platform. Maybe you're the next, Facebook or MySpace or Twitter, something like that. I feel like there's some sort of genius idea. Makes sense. You're an air sign, Gemini, that you have that could really take off. Maybe it has to do with online learning, or it could be an app that has to do with spirituality. You do have that Buddha card. But you're giving yourself a performance evaluation here. Someone else could be giving you a performance eval and saying, do we want to keep you on board? Are you good enough to make the next cut? Right? Good enough for that position. You're absolutely good enough, but for the position, is the energy a match? And I am getting that because there's change prominent here. There is a new beginning. I feel like you are an energetic match to something here that is aligned with your path, with your soul's path. Now, starting off, you have the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands, you can see the spider web there. So it's like you've been weaving and weaving and weaving this web in order for you to catch your dreams, right? Catch what it is that you truly want. This is chasing some of those dreams, but not just chasing. You've put in the work. You've put in that energy with the responsibilities, with the work, right? Now I feel like there's a catcher type of energy, like the dream catcher. This is a manifestation catcher, like it's coming to you now. You don't have to necessarily be chasing it. It's coming towards you because that energy frequency is a match. This is about feeling inspired, setting goals, inventing yourself, reinventing maybe a business or an idea. This is a new sense of purpose when it comes to your career. And I feel like there's a lot of optimism here. There is a motivated new beginning that really does excite you. Lilies could be significant. Lilies of the valley. There's something with valley. Maybe you work for a company that has valley in its name, or valley could be a road, right? It also looks like there's a lot of windows here. Some of you may work in a larger city, or you could be expanding companies or merging companies with a bigger city or bigger location, or reaching more people in your line of work. I mean, the sky's the limit here with the spider web. It really is. And I feel like you have a lot of talent. You have a lot of talent. Again, you're the best of the best here is what I'm seeing. Nine of Pentacles. Enjoying all of your hard work and being able to stop and smell the roses. Enjoy the fruits and enjoy the praise. Okay, enjoy people saying job well done. Nine of Pentacles, you see that this bear is able to rest, but the bear has plenty of salmon in the background. And I feel like you have a lot of salmon coming. So what that means is you have a lot of abundance. You have plenty to go around. Nine of Pentacles is a really beautiful energy about self-sufficiency and material wealth. You're proud of yourself. You don't have to necessarily rely on others here. Or if you are in a dynamic where you have had to rely on others, maybe you and a spouse, right? The spouse was the breadwinner. I feel like you are moving into a position where you could definitely surpass, the household income. You really could if you're not there yet. Or you could be the sole provider. You may be the only one, but I feel like there is a large increase. But Spirit is saying here, enjoy some of your riches. Enjoy life a little bit. Take some time out to pause, to rest, to vacation, to, enjoy those salmon that you've caught, basically. Your next card out, Gemini, is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is someone who follows their intuition, their heart, right? Sometimes this can mean searching for what emotionally fulfills you. And again, because you have the job search here, but you also have, like I said, this dream weaver type of energy showing up in the Ace of Wands. It's like you've done the work. You put yourself out there. Now allow it to come to you is what I get here. Excuse me. So you could be receiving a really beautiful new offer that fulfills you emotionally as well as financially. We'll take a look here. I don't see the pentacles right now, but I feel like you have enough to enjoy. And maybe that's the message is, allow yourself to enjoy a little bit. And for those of you that are saying, Melissa, what are you talking about? I don't have a pentacle. Hang in there because there's a new opportunity coming in and one that will emotionally align you with where you're meant to be, because they're showing me that heart chakra being activated. It also brings in more peace, more serenity. And there's the cup, right? There's the cup there at the bottom. So this can also be about recognition, being of service to others, being able to offer your cup of love into what it is that you do. So this is a beautiful energy here. I'm also getting something with health and wellness. Some of you, it may have to do with, satiating an urge or a hunger with the strength. Now this card has been showing up and it makes sense. Leo season towards the end of July, the strength card here. But you can see that snake and the mouse. And the snake's first gut instinct, right, is to eat the mouse. Our first gut instinct is we got to pay bills, right? We have to make money. We have to survive. That's what we came here on earth to do. That can be what we're conditioned. That's what gut instincts are, is the conditioning, right? So what I feel is you are taking it above. You're taking it to a new perspective. What perspective is this? This perspective of the Buddha energy, right? More than just money, more than just that sheer will to survive. This is emotional freedom, which will lead to that financial freedom as well. But there is an energy here of self-discipline and not sabotaging any sort of maybe success. Sabotaging, the strength card can be about self-sabotaging at times, but I also feel like it's taming that beast within. The snake, right? The snake wants to eat the mouse, and the mouse typically would run and hide, but you see that they're both rising above here. They're both meeting each other at a higher level. And what's right between it? Right between the two of them is a heart. So it's like love wins here. And we see all the time on different reels or different videos that animals can coexist, even animals that you didn't even think could be part of, this pack or part of this tribe or part of this, family dynamic. It happens because love wins. And that's kind of what I see here is you may have been in some sort of fight or flight. You may have been in that survival mode of really hitting a rock bottom at times, but I feel like your compassion is winning here. You will be able to persevere. You're stronger than you think. This is strength. This is believing in yourself and being able to move forward here with grace, compassion, and dignity. Yeah, look out, Leo season. Something's coming in here. Definitely believing in yourself because other people do. Other people do. I see that here in your energy. I mean, if they didn't, you wouldn't be getting rewarded for your work. Next up, we have the King of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. So there could be a very important partnership coming in for you. This could be a balancing of the masculine, the feminine energies. This is also entrepreneurial, right? It's strength and confidence. It is the action and the receptive. It is two kind of commingling to bring in that powerful dynamic. This is business ownership. It is inspiration. It is success and leadership and goals. It's very passionate and active. And I feel like you are taking charge of destiny, but you're also allowing things to come towards you. If this is not another partnership, because we also have that 9 of Pentacles, which can be individual, I feel like you are embracing both the masculine and feminine aspects of your dreams. Okay? This is definitely a big energy coming in for you. And because we have the Hierophant, I feel like there's a traditional way of doing things that you've been taught, but you're taking an unconventional approach. And on this Hierophant here, that is the rat, I believe, or at least the symbolic energy of the rat on Ratatouille, if you've ever seen that cartoon. And this rat was taught, right? Taught that they had to dig in dumpsters and garbage cans because that's where his family had come from. That is who he's always known himself to be from the very beginning of his existence, right? As trying to survive as a rat, was digging in dumpsters and being poor. But this rat somewhere along the line decided, I don't want to be that rat that digs in dumpsters. I don't want to have to be in survival mode. I know what it's like to be in this energy of strength and doing what I need to do. And sometimes, how interesting that there's both the rat and the mouse there. Could be both both rats. But I feel like what this is saying is you are taking a different path. You know what it's like to be on this side. What is it like to be on this side? And so what he's doing is he's breaking the mold and saying, you know what, Dad, you know what, Mom, I don't want to be that rat that's out there looking for trash all the time. I want to make my own abundance and I want to start a bakery. In the background, you can see the words bakery. So what does he do? He gains up all of his strength because it takes a lot of strength to tell Mom and Dad, like, hey, I don't want to be that. Well, but son, that's who you are. You're a rat. You're not a baker. And it takes everything within him to be able to stand up to, could be societal standards. It could be family traditions. It could be religion. It can be any sort of norm that we are taught, right? It's some sort of institution. And I feel like you are breaking out of that institutionalized type of energy. And you're saying, I'm going to go my own path. I'm going to do something here that's never been done. Not by my family anyway, or not by the people that I know. I'm going to break apart. And he is becoming a baker and he is learning how to go his own path, go his own way. And he is inspiring. He is the change that leads all of these other ones, right? You see all of the other rats at the bottom. They want to be like this one rat who is brave enough to go the distance and to rebel, right? Rebel, go against the way things have always been done. And that's what I see you doing here, Gemini, is you are going against the grain. You're going against, what you've been taught, but it's actually going to benefit you. You're taking what you've been taught, of course, and you're turning that into wisdom. It's not like everything you've been taught is going down the garbage disposal. I feel like you're just taking what you've been taught and you are taking a new path, taking a new turn, because you are worth it and you are the best. That's what I see here. And you're going to commit to a new path here. You're going to go all the way. The Ace of Wands to the King and the Queen of Wands with this Hierophant. I mean, there's major commitments here when it comes to your life purpose and your spiritual evolution. This is big. All right, let's get a message here from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Gemini? Finances, career, money, and wealth. Blessed. Card 22. Yes, you are blessed, Gemini. Some of you may have a 4 life path, or you may be a 4 in a 4 personal year. 4 could be significant for you. Some of you may even be born on the 4th or the 22nd. And this message is all about something wonderful, right? It is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. And there are moments in life when out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. Now, unexpected windfall and good fortune, which is kind of what we see here a little bit as well with the winning money. Some of you could find money, or there could definitely be an unexpected windfall that you weren't privy to. That actually helps. It's the catalyst of change here that allows sudden change to kind of lift you up, lift that anchor. It says unexpected windfall and good fortune come your way. You're in a phase, Gemini, where any difficulties or obstacles that have stymied your success seem to disappear on their own. Be ready to receive. The windows of opportunity will open wide. Accept the blessings given to you now and don't forget to share them. Yeah. And there is a message here, a protection message around humility. Okay. Humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires. Now, what that means, because we do have the 9 of Pentacles, which can be individual achievement, but you also have the Hand of Spirit here as well. So to be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. And that's exactly what that story of the Ratatouille is all about here. In a way, if you feel like you've come to the end of a cycle, then total surrender is here. That is what is bringing in these major blessings for you. So there is a strong energy of receptivity and creating more stability in your world. But I feel like there has been some things that have really shaken up for you, but you're prioritizing, but you're not alone. You know that now. And that's why you have the Buddha card showing up underneath your energy. Because even when things, felt like you hit a rock bottom, or things may have crumbled out from underneath you personally or professionally, I feel like it's actually allowed you to really get in touch with your higher self and your higher source here. So I love the Buddha showing up for you. All right, let's get a message here from your animal spirits, Gemini. And at this time, I just ask, if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And upon your exhale, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or maybe one that you have currently at your home. Maybe your animal has crossed your path recently in the great outdoors, visited through your dreams, or even a meditation. There is no right or wrong answer, Gemini. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals. You can have one or more than one. Drop them in the comment section below the video and make sure to hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. There is a winner drawn each and every single month on the first of the month. All right, what do we have here, please, for Gemini? We have card 39. Now, some of you may be 39, you may be 55 years old, you may be 68 years old, or 30. Your first card out is Moth Spirit, and Moth Spirit says surrender, right? Surrender. Allow yourself to fully open up. That's why you have that Knight of Cups. This is a heart chakra activation. So I do feel like you are surrendering to the divine plan. So there could be some unexpected shifts and changes that come in here for you. You have Wombat, be at home. Some of you could even work from home. You could be working remotely, or you are a business owner. You may be spending more time at your home or with your family. I also get some of you could be home remodelers or home like interior designers or decorators. Some of you, there is something around the home or real estate. But I feel on a deeper soul level, this has to do with you coming back home to who you are on a deep soul level, right? Deep soul level, not just what you were conditioned to believe about yourself. This is who you actually are, right? That spark of the divine. We have Snake Spirit, time to heal. So you're healing old wounds of, again, what we just said, who you were taught, what it is that you learned. Some of you may have even taken, classes. Maybe you have a degree that you've been in for 20 years and you're deciding to retire that career and move doing something 100% different, right? A complete 180. And I feel like you are really opening up to more of your dreams, your aspirations, and believing in your visions here, Gemini. And it's time to heal any insecurities around the past or limiting beliefs, because it's time to take a leap of faith. Grasshopper Spirit is showing up. This is like that Fool energy. It's time to take that leap. And that's the first card starting you off here is the Ace of Wands, which is about a brand new beginning. And you see this grasshopper is wearing a crown. Your final outcome energy is the King and the Queen of Wands. So again, coming into your divine masculine and feminine, finding that balance. This could be a beautiful partnership that is undergoing a transformative process where both of you come together, you make a difference in the world in a big way. Whatever it is here for you, it is requiring you to take a leap of faith. And I feel like Spirit is saying, you will not fall, right? Your soul is ready. Your soul has wings. It may feel like a shock to the system, or it may feel like a foundational shift for you. But this is something that you've either wanted on a deep soul level for quite some time. It could be, admiration. It could be to be of service. It could be some sort of approval. It could be something that you've wanted based on conditioning. And that doesn't mean that it's wrong necessarily, but it does mean that a leap of faith is required in order for you to fully come into alignment with this, life purpose. Okay. More than just money. All right, let's take a look here and get a message from your soul's truth. What do we have here from the soul's truth? And action steps that you can take, Gemini, to put you on that path towards abundance. I feel like you're already on it here, but what else can you do to fully embrace the energies at hand? What does Gemini need to know at this time, Spirit? All right, thank you. We have two very powerful cards here. We have, am I apologizing for my truth? What part of you is apologizing for your truth and why? Today, be proud of your truth. And that kind of goes back to this whole Hierophant energy. Sometimes we, do you think that the rat wants to apologize for, being that rat and having to dumpster dive to find food? I feel like there's a part of you that may revert back to that default mode at times. That's just the conditioning, right? We have to choose each and every single day to stay consistent with our actions, to stay in that believing energy and not apologizing for your truth. And the truth is that this rat can build a damn bakery if he wants, right? He doesn't have to be who everybody tells him he has to be. He can be whoever he wants to be. And so there's something about breaking the mold, breaking through cultural differences or racial differences or female, male. I feel like this is big. This is generational as well. So don't apologize for your truth. Today, be proud of who you are. Be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of you. Because, if this rat stayed in the kitchen and he didn't share his story, do you think he'd be as big of an inspiration to the rats, right? Who may be coming from that same type of background? And I feel like there is an energy here of you sharing what you've gone through because it's relatable. Other people have been through it as well. And you may be able to reach people on a deeper level by not holding back, not suppressing where you've come from. You never know whose life it'll change when you're brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There's room for us all. Today's mantra, courage is contagious. That is why you have the Strength card here. And lastly, you have, who am I ready to forgive? I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. Thank you, Carl Jung. Is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? Yeah, there is some sort of resistance here based on the past. That's what you could be lifting up anchor. And this is interesting. I'm going to share a little story with you. The other day, a couple days ago, I was out on my paddleboard, and I'm an explorer. I like to go off on the path that nobody's on, right? You could get lost in. There's not a soul for miles. And I ended up going to a new place. And I really wanted to explore more, but there was probably, 2 inches of water treading, and I felt like I couldn't go any further because, I wasn't about to get out and wade through, however long it was, because I couldn't necessarily see. I'd never been there before. But I realized last minute that if I took the fin piece off the bottom of my paddleboard, that I would have more room to go forward. And all it was that little piece that subconsciously, right, I forgot that it was there because that's what balances up the board, but it can easily come off, right? And so I lifted that piece off and it gave me this much extra room, and I was able to explore a new place that I'd never been, and I wasn't held down in that muck. I wasn't just looking out there hoping that I could move forward, right? And hoping and exploring and seeing all the animals and the critters and, just longing for it. So that there's a message here for you, Gemini. If something is holding you back, even if you're not necessarily aware of it right away, I feel like something could be coming into your awareness where you're being asked to release it so you can explore or be more adventurous or go outside of the comfort zone and not be held back. So what did I do? I was able to completely explore all of those areas, and I seen some fabulous, new spots, and I seen animals and creatures, and it was the best time, but I wouldn't have been able to explore that new path if I wouldn't have taken off that little fin piece at the bottom. So whatever is symbolically, mentally, physically holding you back, I feel like you are being guided to take a look at what that is, release it so you can move forward here. And it says, who do you want to become, right? Do you want to be more adventurous? Do you want to be more prosperous, more abundant? And what is the resistance? In this case, you know, symbolically, right? But it was the fin on my paddleboard. That was the resistance that was holding me back. So the message here, Gemini, is to find your fin, whatever that may be, and remove it so you can explore new depths. And if that requires you to forgive someone or forgive a situation, maybe write a forgiveness letter, practice the Ho'oponopono prayer while thinking of the person you're ready to forgive, even if that's yourself, and then say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. So I am getting here, forgiveness brings sweet release. Don't apologize for your truth. And also don't apologize for... And maybe this is not necessarily apology, but this could be forgiving yourself, because some of you were unaware or are unaware of what your fin is, right? And you may have stayed longer than necessary. And that may be what you are needing to forgive, because it's not always straight and clear, right? It's not always presented to us right then and there on the spot of what we need to do to lift it. But I feel like there is something that is coming into your alignment here that you will be aware of, because we have this spiritual intervention taking place, and Spirit wants you to grow. Spirit wants you to thrive, and you're not alone here. And it's time for you to move forward to new heights, new experiences, new abundance, new prosperity. That is what I have for you, Gemini. I hope that was helpful. If so, please do hit the thumbs up button. Feel free to drop a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and of course, post your power animals in the comment section below the video to be entered into that free reading giveaway. And make sure you look out for that video on the 1st of the month. Thank you so much for tuning in, Gemini. Till next time.